And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be leveling up our gathering classes from 10 to 20. And as always, hello from Mithrie. What's up? So, as we ended with the last episode, we got all the gathering classes to level 10 by mostly just doing what it wanted us to do, like doing the level 1 quests and so on. So now it's a case of doing the level 5 quests. So now the reason I decided to start with fishing is just because I wanted to tell you guys where to go fish, essentially, so to continue this. So, and all I would say as well, you have here the next fishing quest for level 10. So let's see what it requires us to do. The reason why fishing requires more of a more thought, let's say, is because you need to work out where the fish even are. Simple as that. You can work out where the fish are. So I need a Princess Trout high quality. You could just go ahead and buy it from the market board if you really care. But what you really should do is just research where it is. Go on Google, look up. There's good websites like FFXIV Angler.com and things like that. But either way, do get the fish you want. Now, the other good place to go between 10 to 20 is Swift Perch. So to get to Swift Perch, you need to take the ferry to Aleport. Obviously, this is aimed at new players. You already have come here if you've already done the story towards Ifrit. And then Swift Perch is right here. So if you take Pillbugs with you to Swift Perch, then you'll be able to catch some really good fish from there, which are needed for leave quests. And what I would recommend as well, that when you're in Lominsan, go to Hawker's Alley and find out which NPC actually sells you the bait. So I believe it's this one. So yeah, Fieldcraft Supplier, purchase items, and you see here there's a whole list of different types of bait, and they all have different levels and different purposes. You can't use bait which is too high level for you. Simple as that. So yeah. So now we're going to head towards to finish off the quest for Botanist and Miner for this level range. So once we are there, we will continue. Okay, so we were previously doing this quest for Miner, where we have to get the bone chips. You need to come to Central Fanaland around here, as all this area is where the mineral deposits are for bone chips. So all I do, simply enable quick gathering. Actually, before you do that, just make sure you have all your buffs up. Like, you'll have road to 70, because that's just the new thing for the expansion. You'll also can increase it even further with, for example, food. So, okay, here we go. Enable quick gathering, and then bone chips. So as you can see, the EXP is insane. It's like, what, nearly, yeah, between 1600 and 1800 for a successful bone chip. So I'm going to do this until I've finished the quest, and then once we accept the next quest, we will continue. Okay, so we finished this is actually the level 5 mining quest to get the 50 bone chips, and we're about 12 and a half. So let's quickly turn them in, right, as follows. It's up to you if you want to actually pay attention to the story or not. I would actually recommend paying attention to the story because it's really good. But, yeah. So now we can accept the level 10 quest. So let's accept it. Now, the good thing with Miner and Botanist is simply it will essentially tell you where to go. So now we need to actually get 99 obsidians. So, and what I recommend as well, when you finish a class quest, always make sure, open up your character option and just click here, recommended gear, just to make sure you're wearing the latest and greatest gear that's available to you. Like, don't miss out on a new weapon, a new whatever, because it will obviously increase your chance of success and stuff like that. Okay, so obsidian is where? Western Fanaland, Hamalia. Okay, so I need to head over here and I need to find where the obsidians are. And the fact I'm going to gather 99 of them will probably take me to 20, but we will see. So once we find where we have to get them from, we will continue. Okay, so we made it here to roughly this area, and we can find the mining spots that we need. Let me just show you again. Just when you're watching these videos, there is an expectation of when I show certain locations, if you don't know where this is, to just pause a map and work it out. So we're just west of all the steps of Nold, in Western Fanland at roughly 21, 28. So now we need to gather 99. So to be honest, so it says enable quick gathering. You can try and push towards 100% if you hit sharp vision, because you see that increases you to 99% with the gear I have. But if it's 80% plus, you'll mostly be okay. And the higher the level goes as well, the more success chance you have. Obviously, I'm not going to let you sit through me gathering 99 of these. So I'm going to gather as many as needed to get to level 20. And after 99, we will see where we are in the progress. So once we have 99, we will continue. Okay, so I finished the level 10 quest. I got the 99. It took me about 10-15 minutes, something like that. And you can see that I'm approaching level 18 already. So I'm now back with the miner NPC. And then, now the thing to remember as well is the fact that I still have to do the level 15 quest. So, and that got me halfway through 18. So we now have the offhand. You need the offhand in order to do the quarrying, but we'll get into that probably in the next video. So I'm now going to accept the level 15 quest. It's up to you if you want to accept quest rewards which increase your stats for miner and gathering, but you could either make them yourself, or you can what's it called? You can basically, because you're leveling up so quick, like I just don't know if it's even important, you know. So I will really assess when would be a good time to actually gear up. So like, don't say no to the rewards. Either way, when you finish off the class quests, you're going to get the main hand upgrades. So always make sure to equip them when the quests are done. So you can see now I'm accepting the quest. Okay, so now what the added complication here is we need to get cinnabars, but they have to be high quality. That's what this symbol means. That means high quality. So cinnabars, where do we get them from? Let's take a look. Cinnabar here. So this is quarrying. So I guess I have to talk about it now, not on the next video. So we have to have the offhand equipped in order to do quarrying. It's just basically the same as gathering, except you just use a sledgehammer rather than a pickaxe. And we need to go here to Horizon's Edge. So once we get there, once we find out where to gather the cinnabars from, we will continue. Okay, so we made it here. We found out where to go, just south of Horizon, right here, this sort of area. You can see that this one is a bit different because you use, like I said, you use the sledgehammer rather than the pickaxe to do it. So this is quarrying. Now, as we can see, we have a 77% chance of getting the item. So at that point, I will use sharp vision in order to increase it. Sharp vision 2, I think, to increase it by 15%. I'll get it to 90 plus. There's no point spending so much GP on the 50% increase because GP doesn't recover at that fast. And then what we can also do, we have to get high qualities. You see here, we need at least 10. We have 0% chance at the moment. So what we can do, we can hit this ability here called Unearth, and it will increase our high quality by 10%. Not everything you gather in the game has a chance of getting high quality. So yeah, so let's, oops, that was a waste. So let's hit that, let's hit that, let's do quick gathering and so on. So we're going to have to keep gathering. Now the problem is with these sort of quests is that it could take a long time for you to get the 10 high qualities. And as we can see that I've got 0% chance of getting it, I probably do now need to think about gear upgrades to increase my stats. Because when you look at gathering stats, you have gathering and you have perception. So perception is what increases your chance of high quality. And gathering increases your chance of the actual success rate of gathering the item. So I'm going to go get a couple of upgrades and I'm going to come back, and then we'll see if we can get more than 0% chance of high quality. So once we get the items, we will continue. Okay, so I got minimal upgrades. We're talking literally minimal. I got a new body piece, I got legs, and I got boots. That's it. You can see I've got 94 gathering, 62 perception. The most useful in this quest would probably be the boots because they give perception. And the chest piece because they give both. The legs only give gathering, but that's it. These 3 items, nothing more. Nothing else helps me other than my main and offhand weapon. Now, one thing I would say about this is, like, if you're completely solo and you don't have anyone to go to, you'll probably have to either get them from quest rewards or buy them from the marketplace if you can't make them yourself, if you haven't leveled up Weaver and Level Worker. But you could always have a friend make them. Now, on the Saga Tarnis, on the server I'm on, for example, this item, the Cotton Dalmatica of Gathering, they sell high quality for 15,000 gil each. They cost about 150 gil to make if you buy all the materials from the housing vendor. Like, you can find out on websites like FFXIV crafting.com which vendors sell which items. So basically, don't get ripped off by other crafters. This is worth 150 gil. It's not worth 15,000. So shame on you, exploiters, but whatever. Now, so we are back here at the Rocky Outcrop where we were before. So as we can see now, we have 13% chance of high quality. I'm going to click unearth, but because we have more gathering, you can see I've got 100% chance to gather, so I don't actually need to hit sharp vision anymore. And then I'm going to keep doing this until I have the 10 high quality. It might take a while because high quality, there you go, there's one high quality right there, is chance based. But you can see there's like a special animation with it as well. It's like an extra hard hit. Now the last thing I'll say is the sneak ability. So now, given that there are monsters around here which might actually attack me, you can hit sneak, and then you see you have this sort of aura around you. And as of patch 5.1, there isn't any slowdown, there isn't anything when hitting this ability and having this up. So it's really recommended, if you're gathering around monsters who are your level and can actually attack you, make sure you have sneak up. So you can run around all you like and without worrying about the monsters attacking you. That's what sneak is for. And like I said, they have made it easier that it doesn't slow you down in any way. Whereas before, what would happen when you would sneak, you would have a movement speed nerf, basically. So they have made it a lot easier for that. So I'm going to gather until I hit level 20 or I finish the quest. Either way, you can just gather random items. Given that we're so close to level 20, we're already level 19, I am probably going to be 20 way before I get the 10 high qualities. But yeah, so that's the general point. Hit unearth and keep going. So once I'm done with getting level 20 on Miner, which we'll see will probably be very soon, then we will continue. Alright, so we managed to get our Miner to level 20, as you can see. And we still have only got 4 out of 10 high qualities, but I will carry this quest on in the 20 to 30 video. Now, I'm going to do exactly the same steps I just did for Miner for Botanist. So we're carrying on the level 5 Botanist quest. We've come back to this region in North Shroud, and we're going to have to gather another 30 maple saps. Remember, you can switch on sneak. It does help you out. And yeah. And then what I would say as well, while you're going along, as you can see what I'm doing now, is just keep your hotbars tidy. And one thing I recommend is that you keep your hotbars consistent between your gathering classes, just so, and even the same for crafting, to be honest, just so that when you're switching between the classes, because the buttons are basically the same, you want to have the muscle memory of where the abilities actually are. Simple as that. So I'm now going to finish off the level 5 and level 10 botanist quests, and then start the level 15 one. I'll probably at this around, it wouldn't surprise me if it's the same number of high qualities, and then get botanist to 20. So once my botanist is 20, we will continue. Okay, so I followed the steps that I did before for miner on botanist, and I wasn't even able to get one high quality on the level 15 quest, and I'm already now level 20 for botanist. One thing I recommend as well is if you gather just one of each item, you get a lot of bonus EXP for the first time you gather something. So it's worth doing just once. Like, just gather at least one of every item, even if you don't need them. Just vendor them or something if you don't need them, just so you can get the bonus EXP at the beginning. The items will be marked with sort of a little question mark in the bottom left to say you haven't gathered them before. So yeah, so now we're going to move on to fishing. So with the first fishing quest, we used the bait Lugworm just outside of the Fisherman's Guild. So let's go, and I want to basically take you through the locations, and I will put this in the description to say where each quest location is and what bait you need and so on as well. So we're in Limsa. We can teleport to the Fisherman's Guild if you've unlocked the Aethernet. Unlocking the Aethernet is like the first thing I did when I got to each city. And okay, let's go on Fisher. Open the fish bag. So yeah, so you can get just outside of the Fisherman's Guild anyway. You can get the Lominsan anchovies as long as you use lugworms. Okay, so here is fine. Then when you do the level 5 quest, you need to get 3 harbour herrings, which you need pillbugs for. I actually went ahead and bought the pillbugs from the hawker market, like I explained earlier in the video. And again, but you can do it with pillbugs right out here. Now we need to get a high quality princess trout. In order to do that, we need to go to middle of Noscea. It says to any river, and I need to use the crayfish balls. So I bought some again from the vendor in advance of this. So once I get to a river that has princess trouts, then we will continue. Okay, so we've made it here to middle of Noscea. We came out of the Zypher Gate from Limsa, and it says any river. So it's either this river or this river. I've now equipped my crayfish balls, and I'm going to sit and gather here until I get the high quality princess trout that I need. I could get it first try. It could take 20 times. There's no way of knowing. But either way, it will help us towards achieving our goal on a quest towards level 20. So as you can see, it hooked on. So let's gather. Now, as with other gathering classes, just make sure you have sneak up so you're not accidentally attacked. There you go. So I found one princess trout, but obviously wasn't high quality. But that gave me an insane amount of EXP. Yeah, 4,000 EXP just for that one fish. So I'm going to keep gathering this until I get the high quality. There's literally nothing you can do to speed this up. It's 100% luck based. We'll see how far we get. So once I get the high quality princess trout, we will continue. Okay, so we were able to get a high quality princess trout. As you can see, we're about to hit level 13. So it took a few casts, but it wasn't so bad. But like I said, there's literally nothing I could do to speed this up. It is 100% luck based. And also as well, the first time you gather each fish using your bait, you will see a amount of bonus EXP, simple as that. So we were before, you can remember, you can check the gathering log, we were here, and you can see I caught 4 different types of fish using the bait I was using. Now, it's worth reading, if you're like really curious, you can read the descriptions of the bait to find out where they're actually useful. So, like pillbugs, for example, it says small insect covered in a grey protective carapace is known to curl up in a ball against when agitated. Live bait for ocean fishing. So basically, I wouldn't use the pillbugs for river fishing, only for ocean fishing. So right at the end, usually of each description, it tells you the best place to actually use the different baits. So let's turn this quest in. Okay, so this is the level 10 quest, and we're going to get bloodworms and also a weapon out of it. That's good. Now, the thing is as well, is that that's just a random town quest. Now, when it comes to all the gathering classes, they can all use the same gear. So for example, I know that when I'm level 15, I've got new legs and new boots I can put on him. And when he's level 18, I've got a new chest piece. But like I said, whenever you finish any quest for any class quest, then just make sure you're equipping the latest weapon that you've been given, because it will help you a lot. Now, given that I'm not 15 yet and I can't accept the level 15 quest, the place I suggest to go is to go to Western Noscea. You can literally just take the ferry from right here, and then run all the way to Swiftperch. And then with using the Pillbugs that you already have, fish there. And the reason why is because there'll be new fish you'll gather quickly and so on. And also as well, potentially there are leaves that you could do as well to get to level 15. So once we are level 15 and we're ready to come back and do the level 15 quest, we will continue. Okay, so now that we hit level 15, it didn't take long at all, to be honest, a couple of fish in Swiftperch. We are now back at the Fisherman's Guild to accept the level 15 quest. Now, with the level 15 quest, we need to get... Well, actually, let's fully accept the quest and then we'll see what we need to get. Oh, wow, they make us talk to a lot of people. Now, like I said, it's up to you if you want to read the quest text and enjoy it. Obviously, I've done it before, that's why I'm skipping, but you can get a lot of good stories. Like every single class in this game, whether they're crafters, gatherers, or battle classes, every single one has got a really interesting and unique story. And you see the journey of the NPCs involved as well. Some of them are the guild masters, some of them are assistants, and so on. Okay, so what we need to do is deliver Navigator daggers. Now, in order to get those, they are actually... the sort of difference with fishing, you have to, like I said, you have to research where things are. Or, like, in some cases, like, originally people just have to look for them. But where they are is right here. So, in Western Noscea, at Brewers Beacon. And we need the bait Rat Tail. So, Rat Tail, as you can see, bait for ocean fishing. And we need to go there and we need to go get the Navigator daggers. Remember that you can pick up the baits you need from the Hawker's Alley. So once we have the 5 Navigator daggers, we will continue. Okay, so while we were on the way to getting the 5 Navigator daggers we got a couple of procs from the challenge log, which I did recommend to have unlocked before starting this. And you can see I've got 3 out of 5, and I'm already level 20. So I'm going to stop right there, because I am 22 with all 3 gathering classes. Now, ideally, I am just going to keep this going in terms of the class quests for the next video, 20 to 30. But what I'm also going to do is, I'm going to, on this character, because it's a new character, I'm going to finish off a Realm Reborn story. I'm going to get to Ishgard. And then I'm also going to take a look at what opportunities there are to level up with crafters and gatherers in with the Ishgard restoration. And what I'll also try and do before the next crafting video is also just get all 8 classes to level 20 plus, just for the sake of it. It really, really won't take long based on what you've seen in the previous video. So, yeah, so that's it basically, guys. I hope you're enjoying gathering so far. And it's very, very useful. Hopefully I've helped you get your foot into the door with it. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. You can watch a random video over there. You can watch the latest upload down there. Or you can click down here to subscribe. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.